The King and Queen of Bhutan celebrate Dasai with the Hindu community in Thimphu. Queen Mary of Denmark is featured in a new in-depth article about her recent visit to Nigeria. Queen Maxima of the Netherlands visits a community initiative in Roermond. Queen Letizia of Spain presides over an award ceremony in Madrid. And the Princess of Wales makes an appearance at RAF Coningsby. All this and much more coming up next on your Royal Daily News. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you all are having a fantastic day today. My name is Alexandra, and welcome to your Royal Daily News for Thursday, October 2nd, 2025. This afternoon, Her Royal Highness, the Princess of Wales, carried out her first official visit to RAF Coningsby in Lincolnshire in her role as Royal Honorary Air Commodore, a position she has held since August 2023. RAF Coningsby is one of the Royal Air Force's key operational stations, home to Typhoon fighter jets that are kept on constant standby to protect British airspace. The base employs nearly 3,000 personnel, including service members, civilian staff, and contractors. During her visit, the Princess received briefings on the base's operations, including its role in NATO missions, toured the Typhoon training facility, viewed quick reaction alert aircraft, and met personnel, families, and the welfare team. His Majesty, King Felipe VI of Spain, inaugurated the 7th edition of the Foro La Toja Vínculo Atlántico. Established in 2019, the forum serves as a space for reflection and debate on the values that define democratic societies in the face of growing authoritarian political and economic models. Meanwhile, Her Majesty, Queen Letizia of Spain, as honorary president, presided over the presentation of the 2025 Premios UNICEF España in Madrid. According to the Royal Court of Spain, the awards honor and recognize the commitment and efforts of individuals, institutions, and organizations who, through their work, make a significant contribution to improving the lives of vulnerable children and advancing the defense of their rights. This year's winners included the Gasol Foundation, established by legendary basketball player Pau Gasol and his brother Mark. The Gasol Foundation received the award in recognition of its work in fighting childhood obesity and promoting healthy and active lifestyles. Also honored were the Cyber Correspondents, a youth journalism network that gives children and adolescents a platform to share their voices. And finally, Vietnamese activist Kim Phuc Von Thi, known as the Napalm Girl, who received the Joaquin Ruiz Jimenez Award for her lifelong advocacy on behalf of children affected by war. In Brussels, His Majesty, King Philippe of the Belgians, held an audience with student officers of the Royal Military Academy at the Palais Royal de Bruxelles. Among those present was the King's son, His Royal Highness Prince Gabriel of Belgium, who, along with his fellow officers, had taken the oath and graduated during a ceremony on Tuesday evening. In Roermond, Her Majesty, Queen Maxima of the Netherlands, carried out a working visit to the Strong Neighborhood Connectors, an initiative supported by the Irania Funds. According to RVD, the initiative brings together local residents, organizations, and volunteers to, quote, strengthen neighborhoods by encouraging cooperation and turning community needs into action, end quote. Their Majesties, King Willem-Alexander and Queen Maxima of the Netherlands, are patrons of the Oranje Funds, which supports numerous social initiatives across the Netherlands. On the occasion of the change of throne, on Friday, October 3rd, the Maison du Grand-Duc recently commissioned 3 official portraits of the future Grand Duke, continuing a long-standing tradition. The works were created by 3 artists: Luxembourg-born painter Roland Scholes and British artists Louise Pragnell and Andrew Gow. Miss Pragnell also painted the portrait of the future Grand Duchess Stephanie of Luxembourg, completing the collection. 3 of the portraits will become a part of the official collection at the Palais Grand-Ducal. Tomorrow, His Royal Highness, Hereditary Grand Duke Guillaume of Luxembourg, will take the constitutional oath before the Chamber of Deputies, formally becoming the new Grand Duke of Luxembourg. To mark the change of throne, the Maison du Grand-Duc also announced the restoration of the historic throne, a neo-Gothic armchair built in 1850 for the Knights' Hall at Chateau de Bourg. The throne was used by Grand Duchess Charlotte during key moments of her reign, and later by Grand Duke Jean during his swearing-in ceremony on November 12, 1964. For this historic occasion, it has been carefully restored and now bears the monogram of the future Grand Duke, Guillaume. This morning in Copenhagen, the Danish magazine Uge og Se published a new article by journalist Benjamin Dane, giving readers an inside look at Her Majesty Queen Mary of Denmark's recent official visit to Nigeria, a visit carried out under very tight security. During the trip, the Queen visited a hospital in Abuja, where she met with midwives and spent time speaking with women who had just given birth under difficult circumstances. She also visited a crisis center for victims of HT. The Queen also visited Lagos, where she toured a container terminal run by a Danish company, met with local artists and startups, and delivered a speech reinforcing Denmark's new Africa strategy, with a focus on sustainable partnerships, trade, culture, and development. The article also focuses on just how carefully controlled the official visit was, from advanced security setup by PET to efforts concealing the Queen's destination, even though Nigerian media quickly reported on it. The article also focuses on the Queen's thoughts on meeting women in difficult circumstances, the contrast between the official program and daily realities, and her role in humanitarian and diplomatic work. Overall, Mr. Dane's article is a thoughtful and in-depth piece, and I highly recommend reading it. If you would like to read the article, in the description box below, I will leave a direct link to Uge og Se, and in the pinned comment above. This afternoon, in Thimphu, Their Majesties, King Jimny Khesar Wangchuck and Queen Jetsun of Bhutan joined the Bhutanese Hindu community to celebrate Dasai, the most important Hindu festival in Bhutan. During today's event, Their Majesties offered prayers and bestowed the tika. According to the Royal Court of Bhutan, the gathering at the, quote, Devi Panchayam Mandir drew hundreds of people, marking a day that reinforces family bonds and the close connection between the monarch and the people. End quote. In Tirana, not Toronto, in Tirana, His Royal Highness Prince Leka of Albania, accompanied by his girlfriend, Miss Blerda Celabashi, and his daughter, Her Royal Highness Princess Geraldine of Albania, attended the Geraldine 110 Artist Competition Award ceremony held at the Embassy of Hungary. The competition brought together over 110 students from across Albania in tribute to the late Queen Geraldine, marking 110 years since our birth. A mini exhibition of the children's artwork accompanied the awards, organized in cooperation with the Queen Geraldine Foundation. The event was hosted by the Hungarian ambassador, with support from One Albania and the OTP Bank, and was celebrated as a tribute to art, youth, and cultural heritage. And there you have it. Thank you all so much for joining me this afternoon. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. I will be back tomorrow on Friday, October 3rd, with all the latest royal news and events. Until then, I sincerely wish each and every one of you, your family, your friends, and of course your pets, a wonderful afternoon. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Comment below if you'd like, and click on the notification bell so you won't miss a new episode. Have a wonderful afternoon, everyone, and I will see you all tomorrow. Take care and God bless.